Hey guys, how you doing? My name's Tim. I'm the bar manager at Door 74, and I'm here today to do a little interview for a project that Bart's Bottles is setting up called Bart's Academy. So they basically asked me to answer a couple questions for you about myself and my take on hospitality and bartending. Um, so that's what I'll be doing now. So let's go. First question is, what made you go into bartending? I think it's very much, in my case, it's very much the cliche of I started doing bartending as a side gig while going to school. Um, and then after a couple of years, ended up finding out that I didn't really like the things I was doing in school, but I loved what I was doing on the side. So I decided to quit school and then actually pursue a career within hospitality, in which time I did every different kind of venue you can think of, or at least almost all of them, and ended up sticking with bartending and deciding to want to go for a career in that. Um, what I just love most about the whole thing is the hospitality side of it. So I love hosting people, and I love being able to make people feel good or better. And that's what got me into it and what made me decide to actually try and build a career in it. Which country would you love to visit for a hospitality related trip? Do you feel like other bartenders should visit this country too, and why? Yes, well, 100% definitely. Um, Obviously, you can always recommend traveling as much as you can. I've been fortunate enough to be able to do some traveling through work over the past couple of years. And if I would have to pick one place I've been that I can recommend to other people, it is without question it's Russia. So I've been able to go to St. Petersburg and Moscow over the past 2 years, and actually made a lot of friends there. And just like kind of not like some of these people are not friends; they're like family even, because when you go there, they will pick you up and they will make you part of their family and they'll take care of you like no one else. It's the most genuine hospitality. The level of bartending is really good. It's really high. Um, and just the enthusiasm of everyone in the industry for every little thing is just really infectious, and it's amazing to see. It's amazing to be part of. So yeah, if I can recommend one place to go, it would probably be Russia for sure. And then anywhere I'd like to go myself, well, there's a million places. I'd love to see more of Asia. Love to travel around the States a bit, South America as well, Canada. Um, yeah, so many places still to go. What's your favorite spirit, and how would you explain the spirit to someone who has no experience with spirits and cocktails whatsoever? Really tough. I think this is a tough question for everyone that works in hospitality. We get the question often, "What's your favorite drink?" And then I think almost all of us will always be like, "Well, kind of depends on what time of day, what mood I'm in." I feel like it's the same with spirits. Um, if I really have to pick, I'd say like in my core, I kind of split two ways. So I'm at one part, I'm a really big tequila fan. I love tequila, especially blanco, because it has that actual like crisp vegetal kind of flavor, that note that you can really find in a lot of other things, which is so fresh but still so versatile. And just the authenticity of good tequila and mezcals and other agave based spirits is something that really gets me. Um, but on the other hand, I'm also a really big whiskey drinker, and then like preferably like Scotch whiskey, or like world whiskeys. Because just because of the easy fact that, and again, this might be a cliche, but just how like one sip of whiskey can just like completely warm you up and just like straight away like get you into a relaxed mood is something I generally appreciate about the spirit. Um, and then there's just a bunch of like what I love as well, other than flavor profiles of spirits, is the stories behind them. Um, so there's just a bunch of like smaller brands that have really tasty stuff, which has a really cool backstory and which has good motivations and has great perspectives. So things like William George rum, which has that very specific funkiness and that body, but it also has just the story behind it, and you get the chance to like see some things grow from like this to like hopefully as big as possible. Same with the guys from Union doing the spice and salt rum was like so cool. All the things they're doing as well, just in general. Avalon as well. Avalon Calvados is probably one of my new favorite spirits. Like I've never really explored Calvados. Like I've obviously had plenty of brandies and cognacs and those things, but they just brought out such a crisp and refreshing flavored spirit. But again, with such a cool backstory, how the product is still very circular and just really sustainable, which is how I got introduced to it by running this little side project I do called the Hiveball project. Is how I got introduced to Avalon. And that's when at some point I also came up with a drink for the Hiveball project with Avalon, which is like the easiest drink. It's probably one of my favorite drinks I've made over the past year. So it's just a highball. You use fresh rosemary and dill from your own little garden. You make an oxymel, so you put vinegar and honey. You really extract all the flavors. You make it a lasting product, and then you mix that oxymel with just Avalon and coconut water. You build it, you stir it. Done, easy. It's buttery, complex. It's fresh. It's crisp. It has those fruit flavors. It has those herbal notes. That's probably one of the drinks that I've made with a spirit I've gotten into that I'm really proud of. What do you feel can be done to give the spirit category further impulse? I think, while on the subject, I think it's very important that if we have the opportunity, which a lot of times we have by simple things as just using them for drinks and exposing them to people, I think it's really cool if we can use our small community to support people with big ideas and with the right mindset. People like small brand owners that want to create new things and want to broaden just the things we have. If we just support them, I think that's what we should do. I think as a small community, we should do what we can to support these small brands so they can grow and they can pursue their dream. And this will turn into a two-way street where we help each other out and we just build a more pretty and better community for everyone. And you tell us about the most funny, embarrassing moment in your hospitality career. I feel like I am my most embarrassing moment in my hospitality career. I'm a bit of a clumsy man, and I'm also a bit of like a nutty professor, I'd say. I'm often confused because there's always like a lot of little things going on, and I'm very easily distracted. So that's led me to have plenty of embarrassing and funny moments in my career. Yeah. Do you have anything you're proud of or would like to share with the people watching this? Hello, that's you. I think if I pick two things that I'm proud of, the first one would be what we've been upholding with Door 74 over these past years. The team we've assembled, the people we've had, what we've been doing together, and how we've been trying to uphold this name that Door 74 is and was. Is something I do take pride in. I think at least over the last 3 years, we've been working really hard to keep up with the expectations, and I feel like we've been doing that really well, which has obviously always been a team effort. And yeah, I think that's something I'm really proud of, is just how we've been doing that. And then another thing that'll be a Highball project, which is like my little baby. And it's growing really fast, and it's growing really big, and it's going really well. There's a lot more people, more and more people getting involved. Everyone wants to contribute in their own little way to sustainable drinking, and being able to provide this platform where everyone can just like do their thing. I think that's something I definitely take some pride in as well. Um, and is there any advice? Yes. Hospitality is about hosting. It's not about drink making. Making drinks is fun. It gives us an opportunity to do something creative, which a lot of people in this industry are super, super creative people. However, what's more important than being able to release your creativity in drinks is obviously how you treat people. And we have the opportunity to change a person's day, to change their moods, to brighten it up. And I think that's what you should always focus on first. So make sure that people, from the minute they walk in to the second they walk out, try to transport them to a different place. You know, give them an experience, make them feel better, even if it's just for an hour or two or three. Just you have that opportunity. Use it as good as you can. And making tasty drinks is only a small, small bit of that. Positive attitude is what it's all about. Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. So again, hi. I was Tim, Barmanager at Door 74, and the guy behind the Hiveball project. Feel free to check both out on Instagram. Feel free to check me out on Instagram. I post some stuff every now and then. Thanks for listening. If you held on this long, good job. Good luck. Stay safe. And we'll hopefully meet each other after the whole quarantine, and we'll have some martinis. It'll be good. Thank you.